Meanwhile, the Hamas-controlled Ministry of Health says at least 27,000 people have been killed in Gaza since October 7th. Now more than 2 million in the region are on the brink of famine. Matthew Hollingworth from the World Food Program joins me now from Jerusalem with more on that. Matthew, I know you were just in Gaza helping to try to sort out some of these challenges of getting more food to people in the north. What was that like, and how dire is the situation there right now?
Gaza today looks entirely different than it did 4 months ago. You know, half the buildings across the entirety of the Strip are rubble, are destroyed. 80% of the entire population, 2.2 million people, are homeless, are displaced. 1.5 million of those are in Rafah, the southernmost town. It's congested, it's dirty, there's no clean water or limited clean water. It's a public health care crisis, as well as a hunger crisis. We completed a phased classification study in December, and we identified at least 300,000 people living in the north who are at risk of famine, of dying of hunger. And we desperately need significant amount of aid to get into those areas every single day. The 8 days I was in the Strip, we tried 4 different occasions to get convoys into Gaza City in the north of the Strip, and failed each time because we couldn't get coordinated access because kinetic warfare is continuing. So getting around is very difficult, and it's getting harder.
Matthew, according to the World Food Program, roughly 2/3 of people in Gaza were reliant on food aid even before this war started. Now the UN says more than 500,000 Gazans are already starving. So what do you think they need most there right now, and how to get it?
They need the fighting to stop. It's very clear. Because when, you know, if the warfare is over, we can get about the business of making sure that we can get sufficient assistance into all areas of the Strip, that we can mitigate and prevent that famine. We can help people go home, and then we can start working with the private sector to start again providing the daily needs that people used to rely on from shops and retailers, instead of having to bring in aid that they are currently dependent upon. But bottom line, the fighting needs to stop. That will enable us as well to, you know, focus on the public health issues I mentioned, making sure people have the shelter that they need. It's very cold right now. It was raining all last week, and people are living in makeshift shelters made of, you know, sheets and blankets, you know, that are anything but waterproof. So, I mean, it is genuinely a desperate place, and people are despairing. And every single Gazan I met and spoke to said the same thing. The fighting needs to end. They desperately want it to stop.
All right, Matthew Hollingworth from the World Food Program, thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.